Okay, I just tried to test out to see which microphone was hooked up, and I don't think that I was successful in that. But I think one of these microphones is going to pick me up. Probably not at the volume and everything that I want, but anyway. Today is March 13th, 2024. It's 2:20 p.m. Tomorrow, I go to the eye hospital because I have finished my right eye surgery, and it looks like that it's working. So let's see. Yeah, I think tomorrow they're actually, checking, and then they can write this one off, and then they will start on my left eye, and I'll go through the same thing that I went through before. It's for cataracts, and it's not pleasant, especially if you have multiple problems, but it went okay. But tomorrow I'll find out exactly. I had a little bit of pain I stopped a couple of days ago, according to the instructions that I was given and everything. I stopped a couple of days ago using the eye drops and that type of stuff. But I did have some pain. So anyway, we'll see. This one appears to be, doing okay. And then I will go to the left eye. Now, I needed glasses. I'm guessing 9 or 10. I think maybe 9 is when I needed glasses, and I needed it pretty bad. And then I wore glasses until, let's see. But my parents didn't send me, I don't know, they didn't, like every year or every 2 years, or they didn't do that. It was just like I had glasses. Okay, that's it, So eventually, and I forget how old I was. Let's see. I think I was over 60 at that time. Maybe I was over 55. Anyway, I was in Florida, and I knew I needed glasses, and so I went to the optometrist, or did I go to a doctor? I can't remember. I think it was the optometrist, and they told me that my left eye was doing all the work for the right eye. And also I was told that I needed bifocals. And so they tested my eyes, and I got a prescription and had filled, I think, with them for bifocals. I'm sure, that's where the lenses, like it's split, and you have a top and a bottom or whatever. But there's probably more to it than that. But so I think at first I said, oh, okay, that they might have said, well, this is a new. I'm not sure it was that new, but no line, and I said, that seemed like a good way to go, and no, it wasn't. I just couldn't work with it. So then I said, okay, I go back and say, give me the ones with the line, and they gave me the one with the line, or maybe it was vice versa, I don't know. And that didn't work with me either. I'm a simple man. You can't have two choices or something, I think. Uh, so I just stopped wearing glasses except for when I was driving. That's the only time I wore glasses. And here it is, quite a few years later, and I now, uh, have had my sight in one eye taken care of, and they're saying now I'm doing the next eye, and they're saying the hospital and the doctor and everything are saying that it's really working out well. In fact, when they actually the other day I went in the other day, so I was still under treatment then. Now this is the beginning tomorrow of my next operation, and they go through various steps. And they said that the left eye, which has been doing all the work for the right eye, is great. I've got a friend who's a really good friend for years. He's still lives in Kansas City, Missouri, and he had the surgery done, and his one eye, I think it doesn't matter. Well, it matters to him. One of the eyes was okay, but the other eye just did not measure up, and so he does not have great a vision to see far away, and then have those like working together. So that it's a problem for him. But according to the way it looks for me, is I'm going to have both eyes working really well. To me, it's sort of like a new beginning. So it should be really nice for me. He didn't luck out. Some people do, some don't. I'm not sure, why. Well, I guess everybody's different, I'm not throwing myself totally into this thing because I'm not sure that I'm recording on the correct microphone. I just sat down after a couple of days here to try to do something. Oh, I guess I should tell you, hopefully things are going to get better with the video and the audio. I've run in the past multiple versions of Linux, and I've run a lot of other software. Right now, I'm having this difficulty with this video is not the, if you look back in the past, and of course there's been times in the past where I'll record something and the audio happens to be bad. If I realize it, I delete it, usually. I don't like to listen to myself. I have pity on you people that do have to. But I think I think things are gonna get better. Go back to which was better in the past, and now it's good, not as good. I need to. So for the last week or so, maybe longer, off and on, I decided to install Linux, and so I tried different. It changed. It changed a lot. I did dual boot in the past, and that worked fine. I boot up into Windows, boot up into Linux, and whichever one I used, it was okay, great, not a problem. Now, I just spent several days installing a version of Linux. And after I got it installed, I found out that it wasn't doing dual boot. It wasn't installing dual boot. There wasn't Windows. Well, maybe it wasn't dual boot. No, okay. Okay, so there was, this. And then there was Linux. So when the computer would, go to, would come on, I would click, whichever, this is in the past, whichever one I wanted to use. Okay, I finally got this installed, and I thought that it was going to, and I was just going to delete Windows, and just run Linux, and no dual boot came up. Well, at first I was going to have dual boot. Then I decided to hell with it, and so there was problems. So I installed, now that the right eye is fixed, my left eye is going to be the next stop. Anyway, I spent a couple of days, not days, but a few hours in the day and evening, and installed Linux, and I saw it being installed and all that kind of, except there wasn't anything on the screens doing, but I could see the thing running, and where's Linux, and then I looked at, yeah, it's been installed, but they have it, I forget now what they call it, but it installs, and then I had to do a search to find out what's going on. I did a search. Okay, and a bunch of other people, a whole bunch. Where I installed, Linux, and I can't find it. Or I installed Linux and I see that there's some files there, but where is it? And for some reason, Linux, some people love Linux. So I'm not sure if, they're kind of fanatics on the thing, or, somebody that's... So what they did is they made, no, it's not dual boot, although they're both there, But what you have to do is pull up in some weird way, which is a Linux way, I'm sure, except you have to find it and then know what to type in to, get this to run and that to run. Hey, Linux people, you're considered sort of, freaks or fanatics or, whatever. Why not make it easy so somebody can use, of course I understand Linux has a big, following. But, why would you take steps to make it where, so anyway. So then I tried some other software that I had here, older, a little bit older Linux and stuff, and not good. So I have ordered a USB, and I have, let's see, here's one, with the USB, let's see which microphone, which camera. I see this one lit up now. I have a feeling now that this is kicked in as a microphone. Well, let's see, as a camera, because I did not see the light for the camera. So what I did is, I have a bunch of these in the past. Believe me, I have installed. Those of you who are saying, well, you should use such and such. Well, I think I was probably using such and such before you were born. And so it's not that I haven't tried it. It's I've tried everything. What was it? 2000? What was the, which a long time, I'd have loved that. What was it called? 2000? Was our name, was it Handy 2000, or was it? That was great, but people moved away from it, I guess, because Microsoft or whichever didn't want to, support it. But so what I did is I ordered, I pulled out, I tried burning to a DVD. This old Dell computer here cost $140. Working pretty good for me, but I'd sure like to have a state-of-the-art computer. But that's not going to happen because I'm a poor man. So anyway, I ordered, I think it's going to come, well, it's going to come tomorrow from Amazon. And I think that I will get an actual install of Linux without having to do all these other, so and it's going to be there. And I think it's going to delete Windows, the new wonderful Windows or whatever. I just want to be able to do what I need to do. And so tomorrow I think that's going to happen, and then we'll see what happens. I'm not going to put only just a few more minutes into this because I'm not even sure this is working. I may be talking into the wrong microphone. I think if I am, I think the volume will be where you can hear me, but you might have to crank up. But some people who have the problem of hearing me when I'm having audio problems, apparently they can't crank me up enough in the volume. So I hope everything's okay, and I hope things are going to be better tomorrow. I do have to go tomorrow to the doctor, but it should be for a short period of time, because they're just going to they'll take a final look at this, and then they're going to test, both of them and everything together, and then they're going to start on this ear, So you may notice in the background, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it doesn't look like maybe you can or can't figure it out. I moved my medicine over here. Oh no, you can't, okay, because I'm reaching that way. Okay, it's over that way. Because I don't take my medicine the way I should. And I don't even want to tell you, because you'll give me lectures about, Okay, I'll tell you, just don't tell anybody. Quite often I don't even take it for a fucking week, but I do want to take it. I got some good medical care. I got some good doctors. The lab work and everything comes in. When the lab work's done, it pops up on my medical chart, and I see it immediately. I see it before the doctor does, and stuff. So I do want to take my medicine. But anyway, I ordered in Linux. It'll be here tomorrow, and I'm going to format. It's all going to go, hopefully. Windows will be gone, and I hope that Linux will work for me. And I definitely know I do not want a thing where I have to, go back, and I purchased in the back, these big books of Linux and that kind of, and the forms, that have this things on the form that are, plastic covered and all that kind of. I've done all that shit. So, so this is the one that's, let's see how far I can get this. Not very far. That looks like two monitors, but I've only got one monitor going now. Okay, there you can see my medicine lined up, sort of. It's over here in this corner. So, okay, I'm going to shut this off and upload it and see what, if anything. I hope at least that I don't have to delete it. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, by the way, if you can make a donation, it would be appreciated, because the eye doctor is going to want, in addition to my insurance and everything, $200 extra. that the insurance doesn't pay. And then there are some, they haven't, I don't have any glasses yet. They finish your 2 eyes, and then you go have your glasses. Now, I already told them, but of course I can change my mind when I go and they take me to the place where it's right there in, the hospital though, but when you can make decisions, they can show you with the machine that they have, okay, this is, now at the hospital, which is in the same place as there's an area there for making glasses and that type of stuff. But I told them, but I can change my mind, but I'm not going to change it. I want the low price, stuff, and definitely skip out on some of the fancy stuff. And they do have apparently some fancy stuff, but I know it wouldn't work with me because remember I mentioned bifocals. I couldn't get bifocals to work, so I just stopped using glasses except when I was driving, and I haven't been driving in a long, long time. But anyway, thank you very much. I hope I've got this working where you can enter this. I guess I better see what's working. Thanks very much for watching. Oh, if you can make a donation, please do so. I'm a poor man. I have a choice, I guess. Medical care or food. Which is the one you'd pick? Actually, it's more than that, Anyway, thanks very much for watching.